Hey guys, welcome to the secret history living in your aquarium. So, I hope you can see this okay. I know this water is so tannic from the leaves that it's almost impossible to see through. It is very yellow. It is probably more yellow than your average cup of tea. But the reason for that was I got this Pleco. Well, I actually got two Plecos. These are L144As with a type of albinism that makes them bright yellow or white. And the male, when I got him, had a burn on him, and his tail's poking out here. Well, I got him, and he was sluggish. He was hiding. I put him into quarantine, and the next morning, one Pleco was dead in the tank with him, with these marks on him that kind of look like maybe mold or a burn or I don't know what, but or fungus, not mold, rather. But I thought, oh no, they're contaminated, and they just killed these other Plecos that I bought. So I moved all the other Plecos. They've all been fine. Moved this guy, and he started to get all red and pink, and he had skin falling off, and fish were picking at it, and I thought, he's dead. That's the end of it. I spent money on him, and that's a bummer. I guess he got burned by the heater, or he got in a scrape with the other ones, or I don't know, but he wasn't going to make it, was my assertion. And he crawled into this Pleco cave. I had all these other tubes and things like that for him at one point. And then I put him into this smaller section that's like 6 gallons with his female partner. And I just put a ton of leaf litter in there. Catappa leaves. I put erythromycin, general cure, and also a fungus out type thing. And basically, well, he's showing his tail more now. But basically this morning I thought, you know what? I'm really worried. He flicks his tail. It's been 5 days. He wasn't looking good. He was falling apart last time I saw him. And I'm going to pick up that cave and try to see if he'll come out if I put it upside down. First I put it right side up with the hole facing up, right? He didn't swim out. So I left it like that for an hour or two. He didn't swim out. Then I put it upside down, and all of a sudden, these little eggs fell out. And I thought, oh great. Is he pooping, or what? What's going? Is that his intestines or something? Like, I couldn't tell what it was, and I was not expecting eggs in the condition he was in. I didn't even think there was time because he went straight into the cave. So she must have gone into the cave. There's barely room for the two of them to fit in there. It must have been a miracle that they both fit in that tube right now. And basically, we got these little wonders in the world. So we've got this happy little camper, and I swooped him up no sooner than he gave birth, and I ran upstairs to get a net from another tank that's a smaller net, did I notice that actually one of the other Plecos that's on this side for quarantine and just Catappa leaf edge and stuff, as well as some Cory cats and some guppies, that the guppies jumped the divide in literally the 30 seconds or so that I took running upstairs. And I guess I just realized, like, oh my gosh, and they started eating the babies, and I realized that they had jumped the divider, and that wasn't going to keep them safe, even though some fry have come and gone between the divider when they're a few days old, and I scoop them out as they get bigger. Some shrimp are in there too. So I scooped these guys out, and now I'm debating whether I want to put this container facing the other way back into here and put an air stone in there, or some air line, or whether I should just move them completely down to the very bottom into my shrimp container and see how they do there. But I'm guessing they like this tannic water, and so I'm a little bit torn on that right now and trying to figure out, okay, Alex, what do you do? But these guys definitely are not designed to be out of the cave yet at this age. These are like eggs that literally are wiggling today. A couple of them weren't even wiggling. Like this one, I think, at the bottom. No, it is. Good. A couple of them in the other, in this container were just yolk still. So these guys must have just hatched a day or 2 days ago, something like that. But it's pretty exciting, and these are the youngest L44A plecos that you will probably ever see. We'll see if they make it to adulthood. This was a very stressful and bizarre situation that they were born from, and I hope the adult father makes it. I have no reason to believe that he wouldn't, but if so, Aquatic Arts sent me some really hardy plecos, and maybe they got burned or he got cut by a shell in transport, or I don't know what happened, but burned in my tanks, that is. But they offered to replace my pleco that got killed, and I do think that was a wound from this guy or something like a bacteria that might have come from this guy. I'm not sure, but regardless, it doesn't matter. Everybody else is doing fine now. You should always quarantine your fish, especially when you're dropping big money on fish. That was just dumb of me to put them in with other plecos and assume they'd be fine. So there may have been absolutely nothing wrong with these plecos. I mean, I don't know where the fault lies on why he got sick and why the other one died. But beyond all that, it's going to be at least somewhat happy ending if I can save these little wigglers. These little wiggle jiggles. And I don't know how many more he has in there. It's really hard to see back in there. He's totally blocked off the back of the pipe with his face. So, yeah, I don't know what's in there. We'll see. Hopefully we have some baby plecos pop out of there in a few days. In another 5 or 6 days, I would assume. And hopefully Pops can withstand not eating, because I've been putting food in, and he's not eating, but she is. So we'll see how this goes, but beautiful looking fish. I hope they have some beautiful babies. I bet they do. And I will talk to you guys later. I was having a rough day already today, dealing with some insurance stuff from the lightning strike and bills, and I had like $1,000 bill that was just like stressing me on me. And I came in here and I thought, oh great, the plecos are dead and the egg yolks are gone and whatever, there aren't egg yolks in there or anything. And then all of a sudden I find out, oh, they're alive, and or he's alive and he has egg yolks, so little swimmers. So that is such happy news. I see a couple more little yolks in here. I'll probably try to fish them out, just because I think they'll be safer in a confinement than, like, this guy is so little that I think they'll be a lot better off in confinement here. Let's see here. Come on, little guy.